Paladinal, and welcome out to another episode of Metroid Prime. In the last episode, we defeated the second boss and gained the spider climb. The spider ball, specifically. And what that means for us is we can head back to after all of this time, we can now head back to Talon, well, not the Talon Overworld specifically, but we can head back to, why am I blanking on the name of this place? Goodness. We can finally head back to, sorry, I'm also, like, adjusting levels to make sure that everything makes sense in my ears. But, we can now head fully back to, the Chozo Ruins is where we really need to be headed. So I actually need to, let's see here. Actually, there's a... Where am I? I'm right here. Oh, I guess I need to explore this space a little bit more, huh? I can't go any further that way, but I haven't even explored. Apparently there's a door right over there that I haven't gone to yet. No, that is the door that I've gone to. I haven't gone to... There's the other door over here. I haven't even explored all of this space yet. I don't need to head back to the Chozo Ruins questions. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and inspect that motherfucker. Puddle Spore, sentient floating lava mollusk, protected by an impenetrable shell. The puddle spore opens when approached, attempting to intimidate with its size. When opened, directly fire into its mantle causes it to flip into a defensive position. If it can slam shut, it ejects a spread of harmful energy globules. I'm going to assume while it's in its defensive position, I can use it like a platform. Yep. What? Oh. But if these assholes. Alright, well, we're in a completely new area. Let's see here. Say, what's at the end of this hallway that's so special? Wait, why am I even doing this? Dead. Oh, is this a connecting hallway to the rest of the... Ah, hey, look at that. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I am actually headed straight back to Talon, then. I'm headed straight back to the Talon Overworld. To fight these guys off, I'm better off using... What's called? I need it. Whoa, okay. I'm literally just out of range of this fucking fireworm. To fight these guys off, though, I'm better off just using my regular old combat blaster. Crush. Crush the worm. Yeah. Ah, whatever. What's a couple of damage between friends? So now I can spider climb this shit, I think. There we go. For a split second, I completely and totally forgot how to get out of Morph Ball. Alright, this should take me back to either the Talon Overworld or the Chozo Ruins. I can't remember. If it takes me back to the right place in the Chozo Ruins, then I know exactly where I'm at. Because it should just take me right out next to the big spot in the Chozo Ruins. See if it did. It would be incredibly convenient if it shot me out at just the right spot in the Chozo Ruins. I think it shot me out to the Talon Overworld, though. Why is the music different here? Is it just me, or is the music, like, very different now? Or is this just what the overworld music sounds like and I just never noticed? It's kind of cool that we can inspect things with the thermal visor if need be, but it's hard to use in a place where the floor isn't thermal. I don't think I can get up there quite just yet with a double jump. I think I actually need to use that link cable. Cold-blooded. Alright, so I do need to make my way back to the Chozo Ruins, I believe. It should actually be this way. I wanted to switch out to my wave beam. Most things in this area will die to like 1 or 2 wave beams. Wave beam eliminates that threat real fast. Alright, now there's a place that I couldn't go before. Let's see here. I believe I should be able to do this room now. Let's see here. In order to get there, I need to go... This one? No. There's also... So I've got the wave beam now, so I can go in here now as well. How do I specifically get to this room? I need to go through this one, which is too... Okay. That is that door up there. I can easily get to now that I have double jump. That is just so useful. I like the look of the spider ball too. Like, it's got a very cool, distinct look to it whenever it's actually out and about. It was over here that I couldn't, yeah. Like, we opened this area up, but we didn't actually go all the way through here in time for one reason or another. Oh, you know what it was? It was heat. I couldn't go in here because of heat. And I still can't get all the way through here because I don't have the grappling cable. So I still can't do this room. But now we know. We've gotten one step further into that room. There are several other rooms that I can explore, though, that are not that room, that don't require a lot of extra work. This is not where I was trying to go. I'm trying to go through here. Back through here, rather. Okay. So with that out of the way, where else can I go that's new or possibly not fully explored? I actually jumped down from the sun tower, so that's not where I need to go. So then I actually do need to go this way. My favorite part about the map is that it actually pulls up as you click on it. So if you're looking at the map and you watch it drop down, you can actually keep track of exactly where you should be going to go do the thing that you want to do. It's really not even worth fighting those things. Okay, so this room, first off, has a half pipe. Which I can do now. I couldn't do half pipes before. Okay, well, apparently I can't do half pipes now anyway. Okay, well, come on. Remember when that thing was a boss? Ah. So it was a good idea for me to wait until I had Spider Ball to get here. Well, we already know what's up this side. I want to go up this side. Okay, well. Aha. See, I figured something like this is going to be happening. Nintendo may have really upped that in the future. Their hidden shenanigans, as I like to call them. But back in the day, classic Nintendo just couldn't help themselves, even back in the day, throwing that kind of stuff up on the board all the time. All right, new zone. What are those things and how do they work? That's my thermal visor. I need my scan visor.
recorded to logbook.
New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology, Oculus, wall crawler that generates electric pulses. The Oculus exposes this single eye when active. The electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. The Oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat. It retracts into its impenetrable shell. So I can't even hurt those things. Well, where's my next spot from here? I guess I can't even get up all the way up there, though. What is the purpose of this room? Do I need to go underwater? Time to inspect underwater. I don't like underwater segments in video games. If I'm gonna get out of this, I need to get like a gravity suit of some sort, or possibly lower the water level. Can I see better with thermal vision in here? I can. Cool. That doesn't help me. I'm missing something that I should be scanning? Large stress fractures can be seen on the surface of this brimstone pillar. Ah, I see what I need to do then. Well, that's not what I needed to do, though. I need to drain this water out by knocking that pillar, I assume, into the floor down here. I'm betting there's something down here that can probably be hurt by all of that. This might go faster if I just use a super rocket. Oh, you know what? I think I just need to... that collapse the whole structure. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? It scared the hell out of me. You. Plated puffer, mutated puffer with reinforced epidermis. Phazon exposure has created a mutant strain of the puffers on Talon 4. They have developed plated skin, making them harder to burst. Concussive weapons can still do the job, however, the gas within the plated puffer is just as deadly as within the cousins. Abnormally low temperature at ruin site. Well, I don't have whatever the white unlock is, and so I don't know that I can do anything in there. So stepping up onto that platform activates more puffers. And it'd be cool if they actually gave me something that I cared about, like more ammo. Rockets. Gonna step out here and see if I can't spawn a couple more of these puffers. Come on out, you little fuckers. Load over to that platform. And I'll blast the lot of you. And maybe some of y'all will have rockets. Considering I'm at full fucking health. Nope, no rockets. Cool. Alright, well, I don't have enough rockets to complete this now, so I need to skedaddle on home to a different room where I might be able to collect some rockets. Will you drop rockets? You will. Also, this looks suspicious. More rockets. Doesn't give me all my rockets back, but it does mean that I can carry up to 40 rockets now. I need to go somewhere where I can collect a lot of rockets. This might do. You guys provide me with rockets? Will. They certainly will. Awesome. Awesome. All full on rockets. Let's head back. Sure hope it actually saved my progress. Sorry, you gotta come back here. This is an equipment check. You gotta come back here when you have enough rockets to do this entire thing in one go. No, we will not be providing you extra rockets. No, you will not be convenient. You know, it's not convenient enough that you have exactly the number of rockets at any point in time. You actually do have to, like, you know, be good at video games to get past this part. It's like, okay, cool. Like, way to make your game not fun. Any video game that has an equipment check is actually asking more of you than it should. Any intelligent game design would allow you to do so without actually having to go out of your way to find anything other than the base stuff. And yep, that's what it looks like. It looks like this is an actual, like, equipment check. I need to do this entire thing with just the base gear, or with just the rockets that I can actually scrounge up on my own out here. What happened? Oh, I had to be standing in the right place for it to activate. And there's definitely something at the top of this place. Be very careful. This looks like it's the last round, but I've only got just enough rockets to do it, really. I can't let these little eyeball things actually deflect my my shots. So that should be the final drop down. Hey, what did I get? Is this the spacer beam? Wave Buster acquired. Powerful attack uses missiles while active. Use the wave beam. Press and hold A to charge, then press to fire. Press A for continuous fire. Additional data downloaded to inventory screen. Press 2 to access inventory. Well, I don't have any, I don't have any missiles, though. I barely have any missiles, but let me see here. If I charge that up... Well, I don't have enough missiles to do the Wave Buster. So... This was very clearly an equipment check to get an optional item, it looks like. Unless the Wave Buster can somehow blast through the unless the Wave Buster can somehow blast through any missing or those white gates, in which case that is useful. I don't remember much after this point in this game, so like all of this is going to be new to me, functionally speaking. So if I charge up this... That's pretty fucking cool. It does deplete your missiles. So you gotta have a lot of fucking missiles to do that attack, but that's pretty fucking cool. Don't think that's what opens up white doors, though. So there's got to be something else that I can do now that I have Spider Ball. Somewhere else that I can go where I couldn't get to before. Yeah, I did the tower light. I can't get any further in there until I have other equipment. I can't get there until I have the grappling cable. And the furnace has a white door in it. I guess I could head to the furnace. Like, it's not that impossible for me to do so. Okay, I gotta head back to the fountain rooms. That's up here. Honestly, these rooms are fantastic for filling up with rockets now. So rockets themselves are not like... You can't spam rockets like you can in like a... You can't spam rockets like you could in... Oh, first off, is there one? Oh, whoa. That's important to note. Let's see here. Where's that spider wall go? Haha! I'm smart. Hey, Zombie Assassin, welcome out. I've got new follower emotes. So if you ever wanted to officially tell me to hydrate or dehydrate, or if you wanted to post my iconic bottle, you can do that now. for free just by following. You're a subscriber, so that also means that you've got the subscriber emote of the D20. That's still the same. Where do I need to go? Where I'm going? It's, I need to go through that door down there. In the furnace. Also, if you're wondering why this game looks, if you're wondering why this game is moving so smoothly and is playing so well, it is because I am playing with an FPS mod, or a keyboard and mouse mod on the Dolphin emulator called Prime Hack. The Shriek Bat's life must be very depressing. Because it seems like their entire existence is literally just screaming and then blasting straight into a wall and dying. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like, I have recently been informed that apparently it's like completely and totally normal for people to not consume the same kind of art that they create, which I guess makes me feel a little better. But like, I just don't watch live streams. I grew up watching YouTube videos, and so that's basically all I like. I still basically only watch YouTube videos. I don't do a whole lot of live streams. Probably better off using my power beam against Shriek Bats. I'm gonna keep encountering them. Do I even have to do this? I can just... Guess they did that for the less informed. They filled it up with that. There is a lot of, yeah, I have a feeling that I'm not supposed to be fighting those things. I have a feeling that maybe I'm just supposed to, like, do a thing with those. What is the otherworldly pestilence that infests the land, seeking out life in its blind need for corruption? And where did the meteor that brought it originate? Was it crafted by alien hands, or was it a roving hunk of a planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror at the thought of the long ago in some corner of the universe as yet unseen by our eyes. An entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. Whatever cataclysm may have ruptured that doomed place must have been mighty, indeed, if other meteors from it spread through space. Bearing this evil to the far corners of the universe, we hold fast to the hope that this is not, that the only surviving remnants of this evil are here on Talon 4. Then, at least, there is hope for its eradication. Mm-hmm. Large half-pipe floor. A white door that I can't get through right now. Possibly more. Ooh, lots of chozo lore. Don't mind if I do. To the Entrusted One, if you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows, starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs, believing in the black promise of the great poison. They seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are greatest danger. When you rid the universe of these creatures, you will be the true Entrusted One.
Recorded to logbook.
None know if our temple, the Cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. For now, it wraps around that abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe the power or cipher, which has been produced by linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the one who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the Entrusted One knows is approaching.
Recorded to logbook.
Many chozo are gifted with the distant sight, and even more begin to learn it as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeking prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days and the breach of wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark. The worst of the prophecies, and the most common, tells of the coming of the worm, born from parasites nurtured in the poisoned womb. The worm grows, devouring from within, until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent. Fortnite statue is worn and weathered, which means rocket. You could be rocketed. I feel like you maybe should have broken there. Maybe I'm missing something. Could it be, this? Yes, it was that. What do you know? Something behind the wall seems to have been activated. That's not everything I need then. There's something else. That doesn't give me everything I need, though.
Recorded to logbook.
Standard morph ball slot. This slot is active. Inserting the morph ball and detonating a bomb will usually cause these slots to send electrical impulses that can activate different types of devices. But in order to get up there and activate that, I have to get... Probably have to activate something else that isn't available for me to activate quite just yet. Well, I'll figure it out soon enough. In the meantime, let's... I have a feeling we should really be going through that door that I rocketed open. I have a feeling that's what we're being led to right now. Really hoping I'd get rockets from that. On the off chance that I'm about to walk into a serious combat zone. Whatever I'm shooting at does not seem to care. Well, let's do our best to scan what we're looking at here. Aberration, chozo ghost, spectral entity, bioelectric field, and vulnerable to natural energies. As these entities phase in and out of existence, the only way to track them accuracy is with X-ray scanning. This particularly phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corruption affecting the phazon. They appear to be drawn to chozo religious sites where they wreak havoc upon anything that dares enter the area. So do I not have any way of hurting it then? There's got to be something else that I can do then. According to the chozo lore, these statues served as watchful guardians of the tombs and shrines. Outstretched hands are empty, as if waiting for an offering. Well, I am the offering here. Nope, I am not. I'm not the offering here. Those doors are going to be locked until I can figure out what the hell's going on here. Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. There's got to be something that I can do in here. Safety shield online. Window secure. The Hall of the Elders. Lock system engaged. Secure the area to unlock the door. Magnetic system rail track. Mechanical structure of bridge indicates it can be rotated. Lore. Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail. Existing in a single dimension, they are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless perceptions. Okay, this isn't helping me. Is there anything else that I can find solar panel-wise here? Doesn't even seem to have. Some sort of plug is covering this slot. Minor energy reading indicate that small explosive device is installed. Anything that I might have missed. Can't get. That's the hole that I came in. Oh shit! I can hurt it with a regular beam. Okay. So long as it's phased into existence, I can hurt it with the power beam. Okay. The wave beam didn't work, and so I was confused. I can, in fact, hurt it with the power beam. Almost didn't catch that. I expected it to be one of the, like, just like the Chozo statues from the other games. Well, that one's colored like a wave. Whoops. That one's colored like a wave beam, so I'm gonna wave beam that one. Can't do anything against that one. No, I can only do the one. So I can't leave this room then. Oh, but I can maybe blow that up now. I can get up there. Try shooting one with a standard beam? Good idea. Actually, could I scan them now? Field covering this slot is compared to an energy signal that appears to be affected by heat. Affected by cold. I don't know that I have heat or cold as options. I did that to activate that, but I don't have heat or cold that I can use against anything in here. First off, is this a map room? It's been a while since we've come across an actual map room. Oh, missiles fully replenished. Actually then, maybe I do have something for that. No. That does mean if this thing in here specifically fixes up missiles, then I gotta use missiles for something in here. If that's literally all that room does, then missiles are super important in this room somewhere. Perhaps somewhere that I missed the first time through. Window secure. There's something underneath. There's a door underneath the dude here, but I can't get down there right now without moving him somewhere. And right now, all that does is launch me up. I want to get down there, but I need to be able to somehow rotate the bridge. Mechanical structure of the bridge indicates it can be rotated, but how is the question? How can it be rotated? I'm looking at all my context clues to see if I can figure out what the hell I'm supposed to do here. Because I believe this is the room that the game was like heading us towards for the most part. Yeah, like there's a thing up in there that I apparently need to be headed towards. There's got to be some way down underneath. Can I blast that window offline? No. No, I can't. They don't want me scaling the statue. That's not correct, apparently. Could I... Okay, I can jump that. Cool. Well, now that I have access to up here, I can do this. Okay. New path has been opened. Good. That was what I was supposed to do. Did it get rid of shields on the other ones? It deactivated the whole system, and now it's reactivated. But if I go all the way this way... There's your shield offline, so that's convenient for me. I have a feeling... Drainage shutoff is holding maintaining water level, reflecting pool at 95%. Yeah, stone toads, right. Remember stone toads. Sweet Jesus, there are a lot of stone toads. Fractures detect the alloy drain cover. Which to me says blasted. Telluric alloy drain cover. What do I know about telluric alloy? Let's see here. How do I... Actually, how do I access not the map? How do I access the regular menu? That's more fall. Tab pulls up this. Oh, cool. I don't actually have to hold Q to change that. I thought I had to hold Q to change my beam type, but I don't. Let's try the wave beam against it. Nope, can't do anything with the against it with the wave beam either. No, not on this side. I'm missing something. Maybe, oh, you know what? You know what it is? I bet I just have to Morph Ball Bomb it. Yep, I hadn't tried that yet. Morph Ball Bomb. Considering there's a room full of stone toads, that makes the most sense, because this is a half pipe. And so watch this. And now I'm up here. Ooh, new beam? Looks like new beam. Is that the ice beam? Ice beam acquired. Press plus then point. Okay, or I can just, in mine, I just press 3 and then bam, ice beam. Save room. now that I have the ice beam, I can go back to that one chozo room and get an upgrade to that as well. While we're here, let's see what's through here. Where does this lead? Talon Overworld East. I don't know that I necessarily want to go through that right now. The fire rate on the the ice beam is fucking awful. But that's fine because the ice beam is really not a fighting weapon. Where does this go? Talon Overworld South. Interesting. Like, the wave beam is stronger than the power beam. The ice beam is slower, but I assume freezes enemies. I want to go back to this room now that I have the ice beam, and I want to see if I can go somewhere new. Now that I have the ice beam. What? Really? I gotta fight the fucking... Oh shit, there's 3 of them now! Yeah, I'm gonna guess these guys don't get hurt by that either. So these guys only get hurt by the power beam. That's 2 of the 3 down. Bad boy number 3 right here. I thought I killed the other one of you guys already. Okay, is that all 3 of them? We good now? Cool. 3 of those motherfuckers, really. You see your face get more corrupted as the game goes on. That's really cool. I've never actually played Corruption, so I'm excited to actually get around to that one. Health upgrade. Don't have the heat beam yet, but now that I have the ice beam, I can access both of these doors. Let's see what's behind them. Really? These guys are actual menaces. Okay, that's 1 down. Come on. Where'd you go? Okay. Cool. Okay, so having access to this room does what for me then? I came in that way. I can go this way. Oh, this is just... Okay, so that's just a way back. Well, I don't want to go back. I want to find the way forward. I also want to see what's in this room. So I have access to it now. Oh, that's just another way back. Except there's definitely something else in this room. Actually, is it in this room or is it in... No, it's in the other room. Yeah, I already did everything that I can in the other room then, so... We got the ice beam now, though, so we can actually do a lot more stuff. We just... I need to actually... find the stuff to do. Please don't make me fight more ghosts. Cool. Wait, really? I thought I was on my way out of here. How did I get back to this room? Put that one down. Alright. But now I can actually leave here. Okay, well, I'm back in this room now. Man, so that just loops around 3 different ways to Sunday, huh? I could take the elevators to the Talon Overworld, I guess. I could head back through and do that. The only other thing that I would really be doing is heading to, the only other thing that I'd actually really be doing is heading back to Talon 4 anyway. Do I have to go back? Does that mean I have to go back through and fight the dudes again? I think it does. Literally just after complaining about the fact that I had to fight them the first time, I'm now going back and I'm gonna have to fight them like a 4th time. Yeah. This joke is getting pretty fucking old. Now that we've all had this lovely conversation for the 12th time, let's actually do something fun. First off, I would like to refill my missiles since I'm low on missiles still. It's a good jingle. Wait, why did I jump off from there? I need to be up there. Samus really needs to get, like, the power grip or something in this game, because I'm tired of her not being able to get up places. Go ahead and save, and then we'll take down. We'll go down this the elevator down over this way. Because there is a there's an ice door in Talon 4 Overworld. Still can't hurt those things unless I use, stepped on some mushrooms, whoops. I suppose I'm supposed to go under here. Was a pretty blatant missile expansion. And Ice Beam proving itself to be incredibly useful. Just like every game it's in, Ice Beam is so fucking good. See, I wouldn't have been able to bridge that gap before, but now I can get in here. It may fire slow, but the Ice Beam is ridiculously powerful. I don't like the look of whatever that is. I best be getting a gravity suit sometime soon. This ain't gonna end poorly with all this water about. I don't think that hurts them, but... you can still freeze basically everything and then just... Or has no power. In the past, we have fixed that by finding power. activating power via wave beam. Just me, are these things not dying as fast as some of the other, like, creepy crawlies that you typically find in these games? They're little crabs. I do like that there isn't a single, like, beam solution to all problems. It's not like, as soon as you get the ice beam, you have no reason for any of the others. That Gel Zap, aquatic predator made of electrically bound skeletal halves. The Gel Zap's brain is located in the upper half of its body, while the heart and digestive tract occupy the lower half. Linked only by electrical impulses, the two halves somehow function effectively enough to launch the Gel Zap to the top of Talon 4's aquatic food chain. Well, it feels like perhaps the thermal visor is going to be the most useful thing here. Gravity pulses. So that should be the gravity suit then. Can't really see anything very well in here without the heat visor. There we go. What's this? Auxiliary door controls online. Water level. Not as bad as Water Temple in OOT. The thing is, like, once you know what to do in the OOT, like, the problem is that even after you know what to do in the OOT level, it's fucking impossible to do it. Like, it's, like... Process hindered by liquid environment. Power suit augmentations required to advance. Okay. So I do need to head back to Fandara, then. I can't get any further that way until I can get the gravity suit. So I need to head back to Fandara, pick up a gravity suit of some sort, and then continue on. Aqua Reaper, powerful aquatic tentacles, part of the similar nature to the surface-based Reaper Vine. The Aqua Reaper has adapted to a liquid environment and shares the poor vision of its rock-dwelling cousin, relying on a crude sonar sense to seek prey. Unhindered by water, the Aqua Reaper has considerable speed and strength. But I'd rather not deal with Reaper vines. Mayhap I should not be using the Ice Beam, or mayhap I should be using the Wave Beam. Man, I'm glad my brain can parse out what the hell's going on right now. That thing is really annoying because it sucks you in a different direction, but I was able to kill it, so that's a thing. Slowly walk my ass over to the next little platform again. Those tentacles are a lot more horrifying when they're when they're being thermally viewed. Those things are more of a menace on the way up than they were on the way down. There's not any more of them, are there? Ah, there's one more on the way up, damn. Metroid Dread or Shin Megami Tensei 5, what will be better? I'm going to enjoy Metroid Dread better, but that's not because SMT5 is going to be a bad game. I've only ever played, aside from the Persona games, I've only ever played one SMT game before. I played SMT4, and while it was okay, I don't know, that style of game is hard for me to stay into. Not JRPGs in general, but just like the demon capturing system and how that entire process works just didn't fully catch me in SMT4. Somehow it works in Persona fine enough. I think it's because, at least in Persona 4, there was like the in Persona 4 there was the cards. You would get the cards for defeating the enemies randomly. Yes, I did. That's why I referenced them whenever I was mentioning SMT. The first two Persona games played more like Shin Megami Tensei games. It wasn't until Persona 3 where the more modern take on the genre became more prevalent in the series. Some people think it's the other way around. Nah, SMT's been around forever. Yeah, SMT's been, like, we're on SMT 5, and I understand we're also on Persona 5, but, like, they cranked out those Personas. But the SMT series has had, like, way more games, because there was SMT for, like, I want to say the NES? Then there was the Digital Devil Summoner series, which was also, like, crazy and out there. As soon as I can fucking freeze your ass, you're dead. Yeah, like that. No hate to the SMT games. They're fantastic games. It's just I have a really hard time playing them. Just I don't know. I just don't gel with the like. I guess the system looks spooky as hell. It's just vines, but that sure looks bad. I do like that the ice beam shows up as like pure black. I think that Persona 5 was such a like massive like Persona 3 was like relatively successful. Persona 4 did a really good job of making the genre prevalent. Persona 5 like did to it what Skyrim did to like literally just like Skyrim was the 5th game in the Elder Scrolls. Like the first 2 games are drastically different from what we ended up getting with the first 2 games are drastically different than what we got from 3, 4, and 5, which were iterations on each other that over time some people believe, you know, one was better than the other was better than the other. But in reality, it's just 3 different games. Okay, I'm not going to be able to make that jump until I get the gravity suit. That's fine. But yeah, it's a common thing that a lot of people end up doing where they go, oh yeah, no, this was like, this is this because they really liked the one game more than any of the others. I mean, I like Final Fantasy 6 and I like Final Fantasy 3, 5, and 6 better than I like pretty much any of the 3D Final Fantasies other than 12. 12 is my favorite Final Fantasy, but I also recognize that it is not the best Final Fantasy, it's just my favorite. Am I getting the OLED Switch? Probably not. All things considered, like, as nice as the OLED screen is, I've already got a Switch, so, and 9 times out of 10 I'm playing it in docked mode anyway, so like, adding an OLED screen does nothing for me. It does absolutely nothing for me. I think it's a fantastic, fantastic addition for people who don't have Switches yet and who want to get a Switch. I think that now is a great time to maybe like look into getting one, but it just, the biggest problem was that for the longest time there was this massive hype going around that this thing was going to be like a Switch Pro. You never played docked. See, but that's the cool thing about the Switch. The Switch can be played any way you want. I pretty much only play it docked. You only play it handheld. The OLED screen would be fantastic for you. I would hope that they do more than just add an OLED screen, because that's like I would hope that there was more to an OLED. Like if you've already got a Switch, I don't know that getting the one with the OLED screen is going to be worth it. OLED screens are nice. They definitely make games look pretty, but I really don't care to play Breath of the Wild at like 25 FPS with a much nicer screen. I guess my big deal with like not being too happy with what we ended up getting, it comes down to really hoping and wishing that there was a really hoping and wishing that there was an actual like physical upgrade to what we got with the Switch. Where am I going? I'm trying to go to Fandara. Is there an easy way to get to Fandara? Get to the Chozo Ruins that way. Chozo Ruins east that way, and then there's apparently another thing that I haven't gone through. I can't get through that though yet, not until I get the gravity suit from Fandara, which is, I think I have to make my way through the Chozo Ruins, through the Magmoor Caverns to get to the Fandaran Drift. We've got a walk ahead of us, boys. Yeah, I guess, like, I shouldn't expect Nintendo to, like, because Nintendo's been categorically awful at advertising their new stuff, right? Or not advertising, but even just doing, like, a good job of making something, you know, that people want. It's such a minor upgrade, though. We're at the point where we need a new Switch, next-gen Nintendo console. I hope the 5th year of the Switch we get a big hardware upgrade. I think Nintendo basically has to do that at this point, or like they're gonna lose a lot of good faith with their audience. There's a lot of people who were saying, like, who were defending the Switch for one reason or another. There were a lot of people defending the Switch and other things like it in general on the basis of, oh, well, don't worry, they're gonna make it better. They're gonna fix it. First-party games that run bad and drop FPS. Yeah. Like, even Nintendo can't make shit for their own console that doesn't drop to, like, no frames per second. Why should we expect any developers to be able to do something that Nintendo won't do with their own systems? It just doesn't make sense. Like, there are maybe one or two decent running games on the Switch. Like, I never had too many problems with, let's see here. Chipset in the Switch, day one was dated. Yeah, but like that's also how they kept the price low. The problem is that they've now increased the price by $50 for nothing but an OLED screen and an Ethernet port in the dock. Which you don't even get to use the Ethernet port in the dock if you're not using the dock. So they're charging a premium, they're charging an extra premium on something that they're not actually, giving a premium, to. It's just a weirdly bad idea, I guess. I don't know. It just feels like Nintendo really don't have any clue what they're trying to do with that system. Am I missing something? Oh yeah, there's this. Have I explored this? I have not. Missile expansion. Yeah, Mario Odyssey runs well. I never had too many troubles with, like, people complained about it, but I never had any trouble with Breath of the Wild or Splatoon for that matter. But like, and I don't expect to have any troubles with Dread, because Dread is going to be just functionally Dread is going to be a different game altogether. So like, it's a game. Mercury Steam, first off, did a fantastic job with Samus Returns. Like, that game was fantastic. They did a fantastic job making that game into something that was actually, one, kind of weird that it came out literally the exact same time as AM2R. But I guess that just means that the market was ready for a remake of Metroid 2. Which I am also playing through AM2R. I typically play that on Wednesdays, but I worked this Wednesday, so I was unavailable to play this week. And I'm going to be out next week, but I think I might play AM2R tomorrow because I didn't get a good chance to play it today, or Wednesday. And since I'm off work tomorrow and Sunday, I might play some AM2R tomorrow morning, and then later we'll play Danganronpa with Megamine. But, I don't know, just Mercury Steam, I think Dread's gonna be fine, because Mercury Steam actually knows kind of what they're doing. Like, I'm not worried about Mercury Steam making a good Metroid game. They've proven themselves to be able to do so. They're working with better hardware than they had on the 3DS, like, just straight up. And it looks like they're not taking the project to an extreme. 350 day, started at 350 day one and had better hardware. Same. Like, I think the problem, first off, I think the problem nowadays, and the reason why we didn't see a Switch upgrade is, they were purposefully vague about what this new Switch was going to be for a while. They mostly were like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to have that OLED screen, like, was like the one thing that we really knew. But everybody had their predictions about what was actually going to be in this new Switch. And Nintendo basically said jack all about what was going on with it until, like, way later. And I think that was on purpose. I think that Nintendo purposefully said nothing about the newer Switch model, hoping him, like, they were planning on, I think Nintendo was planning on adding a new, Nintendo was planning on adding a new, new hardware into that thing. But there's a massive chip shortage right now. Like, and when I say massive, I mean absolutely massive chip shortage right now. To the point where, like, I bet Nintendo was, you know, they looked at it and they said, okay, what will it take to make an updated Switch with new hardware? And somebody came back and they said, well, we can't. There is no new hardware. We can't get our hands on it right now. It would be way too expensive for anybody to get their hands on enough to make a feasible amount of Switches for new people that want them. It's just not going to happen. So then Nintendo said, okay, well, there's already rumors that we're making a new Switch out there. Like, what do we do? Well, OLED screens are cheap right now. And I guess we could put an Ethernet port into it. A lot of people are annoyed that they have to buy a dongle for their Ethernet port. All right, cool. I guess we're just gonna make, can I jump over this now? Hell yeah. I guess we're just not gonna make a Switch with improved hardware. We're just gonna make, oh shit, there's dudes down here now. And I think that they just ran out of that. Put out 4 million new Switches quick, but they would have properly only been able to get 400,000 easily. Yeah. And I think Nintendo's not willing to do what Sony's doing right now, which is Sony is also having problems getting chips, but instead of waiting for anything like that, they just started producing PlayStation 5s. And they're just going to keep producing PlayStation 5s until everybody who wants one has a PlayStation 5. I'm probably going to wait a year or two until I look at getting a PS5. My only problem with the Ice Beam is that it takes for fucking ever for it to make its full journey. Yep. And so that's why you see so many games nowadays, like, so many games are not actually selling, like, you're not getting PlayStation, like, aside from, like, 1 or 2 games, there aren't any PlayStation 5 exclusives. There are PlayStation exclusives, but those PlayStation exclusives are only exclusive to other, are only exclusive in the sense that they are designed for PlayStation. That doesn't actually stop the other problem, though, which is that we're not just trying to get a game on PlayStation, we're trying to get PlayStation 5 games. But with no PlayStation 5s out there, there's literally nothing to buy. Like, there's no reason to make your game limited to, like, the 3 people that have a PlayStation 5. So, literally every game we see for, like, the next year or so is going to have a pared-down, shitty PlayStation 4 version that's going to run kind of okay on the Pro and definitely not on the base hardware. And it's not going to use any of the benefits that the PlayStation 5 provides. 1/3 of the PS5s, they'll get scalped for 700 plus at one point. They were selling for, yep. That's the other thing, is, like, scalpers. There's people sitting at home with a shit ton of extra money in their pocket who have nothing to do during this entire thing, and so they're just going out and they've gotten to the point where, like, you know, they set up bots. They're able to sit around at home all day because they don't have a job, because for one reason or another during the pandemic they lost their job, but were given like $3,000, be it through unemployment or the stimulus. And so suddenly it's not crazy for them to sit around all day and spend $500 every couple of days. Because if I spend $500 on a PlayStation 5, and then I sell that PlayStation 5 for $1,000, then I'm making $500 every PlayStation 5 that I sell. So suddenly, what starts out as this dumb idea of, like, well, why is there a shortage? Why are there scalpers for these things now? It's like, because these people are bored out of their minds, they've got way too much money, and they don't know what they're doing with them. is crazy. Yeah, you're making what is that? 25% profit margin? That's ridiculous. Like, profit margins are not that high in any service, in any setting. So to make a profit margin of $500 on a product, you're making ridiculous amounts of money. Let's see here. Are there any doors that I can't? Let's see. I'm back in Fendara. There was definitely something that. Okay. Yep. There's an ice door in there after the quarantine cave. Which this will not take me to the quarantine cave. I need to go up here. But yeah, when you think about everything that's happened in all the situations, it basically set itself up for a scenario where every single thing was going to get scalped. Oh, wow. We're at a point where you're just showing up in the world now, huh? I remember when you were a boss monster. Alright, I actually do need to get to the, Did I have double jump when I came in here last? I'm just trying to remember, what's the easiest way to get to where I'm trying to go? Because I want to get up. There's a situation here. Getting very far here. Give you a link to the article. Where is it? Did you put it in, did you DM it to me, or did you, put it in maybe my Discord or something? Where is it? Oh, whispered? Okay. Give me a second. I've got chat pulled up in my, streaming software, so give me a second. Here's my whisper. Look in here. Yep. 16-year-old PS5 and Pokemon card scalper made 1.7 million. That is sad, but does not surprise me in the slightest. Pokemon, like, for some reason, Pokemon... Well, it's not for some reason. I can tell you exactly what happened. The pandemic happened. Why was I just randomly jumping there? The pandemic happened. People were stuck inside, and they had nowhere to go. They had nothing to do. They were stuck inside with nowhere to go, nothing to do. And suddenly they were handed a bunch of extra money. Well, when you've got nowhere to go and nothing to do, what do you do? But why is that making me jump? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is it the footsteps? Fuck. Damn it. Not make. Okay. He sold 1.7 million worth of product. Okay. That makes more sense. I remember hearing about that. I was gonna say, but to get to the 1.7 million, to buy 1.7 million, you have to make 1.7 million dollars worth of stuff in the first place. It's just half of that's getting turned back into stock, quote unquote, if you want to call it that. Yeah, I mean, based off of, like, sell prices and stuff, but still, $500,000 is a life-changing amount of money to just get. Like, if you just get your hands on $500,000, like, you're so good that you don't need to, like, worry about anything. At least for a while. Or $100,000. But still, $100,000 is more money than I make in like 4 or 5 years. I don't make a whole lot of money. I make enough money to survive. Ooh, I've got Spider Ball. I could go over there really quick and see what's up that way. You can invest the 500K. You're good for life if you get it kind of right. Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous how well off you can get just by doing that kind of stuff. I forgot I had Spider Climb and I didn't have to do that anymore. So I can get up here. Why didn't I go that way yet? Why have I not explored what's in here? It's a save room. I should have expected it to be a save room, but still, it's surprising that I haven't actually gone in here yet. But I don't know. It's just... the whole thing's been ridiculous. I literally worked every single day of the pandemic. Well, not every single day, but like I had, you know, my regular days off, but I didn't take any vacations. I didn't take any sick days. I worked through the pandemic. And then there are people who, because they had time off and extra money because of unemployment and stuff, that they were able to get into the scalping market, which one means that I don't have my 970, or which means one, I don't have my 3070 that I should probably have at this point. I should probably have a 3070 at this point because I and many others like me, we're hoping that we would be able to get our hands on like actually good materials. Am I even going the right way? Yeah, there's an ice door down there and there's an ice door over here. I'll check out the ice door down here first. If you get 6 cents on a dollar, get that 3 times a year. This is once every 4 months. You make 90K a year. Yeah, I make I think 30K a year myself, working every single day, working 40 hours a week. I make about 30K, and that's at like around $15 an hour. So if you get 3 cents on a dollar. If you get 6 cents on a dollar and you invest every cent and then you just pull out the dividends, then you make more money than I make. You're making more money than I make in a year. Every 4 months. That feels illegal. That feels like that shouldn't exist. Of course, that is on 500,000, and that's on the off chance that you can somehow get the 500,000 without actually having to spend any of the money yourself. But still, you're off my investments a few years, I'll make more than 30K. And see, the thing is, like, I can't, I'm not making enough money to even invest at all. That's my problem. I'm making enough money to get by. I'm not making enough money to invest, which means that the money that I make will never grow. At least not in the same way that it will for a lot of people. I currently have $500 to my name. Oh no, I don't think you're bragging. Generally speaking, I have anywhere between $500 to $600 to my name at any given point in time, because I can't save it. I don't have the availability to save any money. 90% of my money will not be touched before I say 10 to 20 years, and 20% will not be touched till I'm 60. Yeah, but I mean, like, that's the way to do it. Like... I have no idea what these things look like. I've never actually, like, scanned one. This is not the way that I needed to go. Or is it? Actually, yes, it is, because it's the only way that I can actually get up and around to here, so I need to... Yeah, I mean, that's the hard part is, like... Now, granted, the benefit that I am under is, while I'm not investing anything, I am still young. There is an expected opportunity for me to advance in my company so that I will eventually be able to start putting money away. It's just... It feels very frustrating to not be able to get anywhere close to increasing my own worth while I'm still young and feel like I'm, you know, functionally viable to do so. Yeah, I mean, like, at a certain point, it's so weird. Money is such a weird thing that we have because there are points in time where suddenly money just doesn't, like... $250,000 to me... Oh, thank you for the follow. I didn't even notice. You now have access to my follower emotes, which are my fancy giant bottle here, and the hydrate or dehydrate emote. Which are both free emotes that followers can use, because Twitch finally implemented follower emotes. I still have slots for 3 more, so if I end up with more things to make, or come up with more ideas, I'll come up with others. I made the emotes myself, so I apologize if they're bad. But yeah, like $250,000 just doesn't seem like a real amount of money to me. And yet I know several people who do have way more than that amount of money. And it's an amount of money that they just don't even think about. Like, it just doesn't occur to them that that is a significant amount of money because they're much older, they've been in the business for a very long time. Like my dad, for instance, like, I know that my dad knows what the value of money is, but simultaneously, yeah, like, it just seems like such an insane amount of money. Knowing how I live my life now, and I can consistently live off of $20,000, knowing that how I can properly, and for that matter, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I live very well. I do. Off of $30,000, I have my own apartment. I have gigabit internet. I eat well. I'm not just eating junk food all the time. Like, I eat well. I've got a good setup. So, like, that's not the issue. Like, I'm not worried about myself in that regard. It dumbfounds me that there are people out there who think that having anything shy of, like, $1 billion is somehow, like, not able to survive amounts of money. Could live off of 6.5 million for the rest of my life, spending 80K almost every year, and a few 100K. Yeah, like I couldn't spend $80 million in my life, or I couldn't spend $6.5 million in my life. I could never. I couldn't think of possibly getting or spending that much money on anything in my life. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me how people assume that they don't have enough money. What is this? Oh, I remember now. That's the... I think that's an extra missile tank or something. Yeah, it's an E-tank. And in order to get there, I have to crawl through the fucking vent. And I can't see now. My house would cost over 200,000. Go 30 million. Yep. The problem with a lot of that, though, comes down to things like property tax and whatnot. Like, if you spend a lot of money on, these guys are annoying. Yep, they bought, people always talk about, like, oh, if I won the lottery, I would be set for life. It's like, most people who win the lottery actually have a terrible time of it because they spend all of the money that they got on the lottery, they spend all of the money they get in the lottery on frivolous things. Like, they basically spend every cent that they get in the lottery on things that they've always really wanted. You know, whatever that may be. Metroids are so easy to kill now that I have an ice beam. There's a... But, there are people that whenever they win the lottery, they just go out and they buy all of the things that they could never afford. And the fact of the matter is, you still can't afford them. Even if you win the lottery and get all of the money from the lottery, unless you can consistently win the lottery, you don't have enough money to buy all of the things you want. Sure enough, you have enough money to purchase all of the things you want, but you don't have enough money to own all of the things that you want. That is a completely different scenario. Owning all of the things you want is a completely different scenario from purchasing all of the things you want. And so many people get to the purchasing stage and they don't think about the owning stage. If I won the lottery today, I would take that money and I would put it in the bank, or I would take the money, either put it in the bank, or like we've been talking about, I would invest it. And pull out a stipend every year, and then just live the same way that I'm living now, but without having to work. At the end of the day, my only true goal in life is to get to a point where I can live without having to work. That would be fantastic. Can I see out here? I can. I won the lottery. I would invest most of it, buy my sister and brother-in-law a new car, buy my dad his dream car, build a place for my dad to store it, buy me a real samurai sword and a display case, go to Disney World, taking my dad, brother-in-law, and sister in Dollywood for a week each, then put 2K in the bank and invest the rest. It's such a simple idea to, like, I don't know that I would literally do much different at all with my life. If I won the lottery, I think that my life would be the exact same it is now. I think the only thing that would change is that I would stop working. I would get rid of my job. I would tell my job, sorry, I'm gone. Or what I would do is I would probably still work to some degree. And I would shift over from working full-time to working part-time somewhere. And then figure it out from there. That's what I would do. I would figure out I would figure out a place. All I did there was 2 vacations, 2 cars. I forgot a new 4K PC. Yeah, that I would actually I would spend the money on a new 4K PC. I could either that meaning building the part, either that meaning going and getting the parts myself and building it, or if that just means buying a pre-built, because whatever. At that point, I would have enough fuck you money to buy a pre-built without thinking too badly of it. Going. I have to assume that this is going some way that I need to be going. Oh, what the hell are you? Glider. Docile airborne creatures with unusual magnetic properties. Gliders live a relatively peaceful existence. They have a magnetic signature attuned to common grapple beam. Okay, so they're like flying grapple beam points. Cool. You look dangerous, though. Hunter Metroid. Adolescent Metroid. Energy siphon tentacle. Increased threat level. As Metroids develop, they become more efficient predators. But luckily for me, Metroids are still, at least in this game, completely and totally weak to Ice Beam. I want a so high-end PC, you could not wrap your mind around it, how much it is. You think two 3090s graphic cards would be it? I would have 2 terabyte high-end SSD and top-of-the-line rest of the parts in a sweet-looking case. I get that. Like, I would love to set up something like that. I'm running on a 970 right now, and that 970 is doing a pretty good job still to this day. I have a friend who's running on a he's running on an old 1080, I think. And anytime that he wants to play a game at like particularly high-end graphics, he has NVIDIA Now. NVIDIA Now is actually a pretty useful service for that kind of stuff. Better PC than the military would have. Yeah, seriously. Well, if you're doing that, then you need to like run you need to run 2 Titan XLRs or two Titan whatever they're what is the Titan called nowadays? You'd run 2 Titans in series. I don't think I can actually do this room the way that I want to yet. I need to come back here later. Because isn't the Titan better than the 3090? Whatever the most modern version of the Titan is, I want to say it's supposed to be better than a 3090. I've seen some rigs that I've seen some rigs that some places have for that kind of stuff, and they can get pretty ridiculous. 2 3090s is enough. I love that we're talking about like dream team, pie in the sky, what's the best setup you could possibly think of. And we're still in a situation where we're sitting here going like, I mean, like, I can't possibly imagine doing more than a 3090. I'm not gonna be able to do this. I need a gravity suit to get there. Probably do 8K. At a certain point, I feel like I would stop going for like, I would stop going for resolution and I would just start going for refresh rate. Like 4K is enough for me. I want to do 4K. I want to do 4K at 120 FPS. That's what I want to do. I want to do 4K at 120 FPS. If I can get there, then I've got like a dream PC. When will it stop? 16K 300 FPS? I mean, it stops when I can put on a VR helmet and I can't tell the difference between what I'm looking at in the helmet and what I see in real life. That's when it stops. 32K 500 FPS. What would that even look like? How would that exist? How would that look like? Like, I can't even imagine what that would be. I can't imagine how that would change anything. At a certain point, like, the screen has to get to a point where it just can't update any better, right? Yeah, like, I think at a certain point, the change is no longer, oh, I'm going after, you know, I think at a certain point, the change is no longer, I'm going after resolution and FPS. It becomes like, yeah, I want Ready Player One. I want to be able to like, just exist in a world where I can do whatever the hell I want. Hold on, where? Oh, this just heads back to the Magmore Caverns? Aw, damn it. I looped back on myself. So then how the hell do I get there? I'm gonna have to assume it's somewhere in this cave in the very end stage over here. That would scare the shit out of me. I mean, I played through, I played through, a couple of VR games on stream. Right? Very clear that this is, like, weakened. Ice blocks. Oh, you know what? I need to get the heat gun to get that open, I bet. But yeah, VR is actually really fun. I played through VR Skyrim on the channel, and it's so cool. Like, there's a couple of really good mods that you can get for VR Skyrim that make it like play so drastically different from anything that you've experienced up to this point. Going to a world that look, feels, sounds, and tastes the same as real life, like Halo, that not mess you up. Yeah, I guess the thing there is, like, you could go full Ready Player One and be like, okay, yeah, this is like demonstrably like too much. But I feel like it's possible to get to a point where that's not the case. I did not go all the way down here yet, did I? Oh, I can't get through there. That's, it's frozen over on the surface. A grunt would make me pee my pants. Yeah, just like something so drastically different looking from you. I'm so close to being able to make that jump. I have a feeling that I'm not supposed to be here yet, but simultaneously, where else am I supposed to be? Because there's two doors in this room that are just out of reach. Is there anywhere else that opened up now that I've got Ice Beam? No, not really. Hey, we have a Nintendo Switch. Can I play this game? If you have a Nintendo Switch, you can't play this game. This was originally on the GameCube. Then they released the Prime Trilogy on the Wii, which you can play on a Wii or a Wii U. But in order to play what I'm playing currently, how I'm playing it, you need a PC that can run the Dolphin emulator, because this is a modded version of the game using a mod called Prime Hack, which adds keyboard and mouse controls to Metroid Prime. I can't get up there. I have a feeling I should probably look up what I'm doing, but I haven't looked up anything yet so far, and I kind of think that's cool. Like, I need a grappling hook before I can do anything else in this room. I don't know where the grappling hook is. Ooh, wait, hold on. I just saw something. Aha! There we go. I don't need a grappling hook to get through all of this. Which means if I look up here... I can't see that one from here, but I'll maybe try to go around and see if I can't get to that one. Nah, oh well. You are easier to take down if I just use Wave Beam. It is not worth taking the time to fight you the old-fashioned way. Just getting me anywhere closer to the Pandaran Cliffs. It doesn't look like it. Looks like I need a grapple beam to do anything else in here, so... And that's right, it's the day. Okay, so they're gonna be outside making noise. I'm not sure if I like or dislike that there's really no indicator on what kind of weapons are going to work on certain enemies. You just kind of have to experiment and find out. I think sometimes that's cool because you're like, okay, well, Power Beam doesn't seem to work. Wave Beam doesn't seem to work. Ice Beam works. Or if you have to actually, like, go through and figure it out. I don't know if having to take the time to figure it out is cool or not. I'm starting to get the feeling, though, that I'm not going to get through this room, or that I'm not going to get the gravity suit here. I have a feeling that I'm much more likely to get the grappling hook, based off of the amount of grappling hook locations that I've seen on my way through here. I have a much higher chance of collecting a grappling hook than I do the gravity suit in this area, unless they're somehow tied together, which would be cool, but I don't think they are. We're gonna have to see. Alright, we're in the gravity chamber now, so... Is there another way out of the water than going down there? Guess not. Let's fucking do it, I guess. Come on. Aha, that is gravity suit. I figured when they said gravity room that they would have to be the gravity suit, but I just wasn't expecting it, I guess. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. Gurisify. I don't know why it's not showing me when people follow in my thing, it's just showing in my other stuff, but ooh, the gravity suit looks cool in this game. Gravity suit acquired. Movement in liquid environments is no longer hindered. Additional data available. And I can see in water better, too. I just wanted to scan those fish. Alright, well, unhindered movement in water is pretty fucking cool. Considering there's an entire area that we were trying to go through earlier that had, Are you a piece of chozo tech or are you a piece of pirate tech? I can't tell. Okay, so this just links back up to the other room. Oh, Megamine in with the hydrate. Megamine, you have new emotes. If you'd like, you can actually post hydrate emotes now. See, like this. This is the bottle emote. That's the bottle emote, and this is the hydrate or dihydrate emote. It's really hard to read the words, and I might change that to be two different text boxes, like two different emotes, so you can actually read hydrate and dihydrate. But yeah, I now have access to making my own emotes. I've had access, but I only had the one emote before. They made it so that any follower has access to up to 5 emotes, and so I've got 2 in there right now. I've got the water bottle, and I've got the hydrate and dihydrate emotes. But let me go ahead and do that hydration for you. Thank you for keeping me alive. Gravity suit's such a cool upgrade. Oh, are follower emotes only a PC only thing? That shouldn't be the case. I get it is in beta, but like it should be available for anybody to use. I want to see the D20 with a lock on it. You only see that in the channel emotes. You only see the D20 with a lock on it. Wait, you see the D20 with a lock on it. Do you see the D1 with? Do you see the Nat 1 with a lock on it? Or are you looking through your recently used emotes? Because you should even be able to see, you should at least also be able to see a Nat 1 with a lock on it as well. If you only see the D20 with a lock on it, then it's not that. You're just looking in the wrong spot. Try scrolling through your emotes. I think you should have more emotes. Under my name, you only see the tweet. That's so weird. Why would it not show you the? Why would it not even show you the tier 2 emote? Because the tier 2 emote's in there too. That doesn't seem right. My phone's not even on me, so I can't even check. My emotes thing is about. It's because I've never been at tier 2. But they should at least show you the emotes so that you know what's available. Because otherwise, what's the point of having emotes if you can't even see all of the emotes? Like, if the entire reasoning behind, like, multi-tier subs is so that people have access to different and new emotes, what's the point of having that be a function if people don't even see what emotes they're getting beforehand? I just assumed you could always see them. And I have these two base drink emojis. That's not the same as my emote. I made a special emote. I made it just for you, because you use the hydrate all the time. Well, maybe I'll change the, which would you rather have, hydrate or dehydrate, or would you rather have the bottle? Because I could make the bottle into my tier 1 emote, and then you can use channel points to unlock a random emote, which would unlock that emote, and then you could use it that way. Oh, there's more of you? How many of you fuckers are there? You like hydrate or dihydrate? Alright, well I can't change it right now. Why is that box glowing? Ah, that's why that box was glowing. Because it was an explosives box. Going the right way? Yeah, because then I have to get back to the observatory. I have to go down the observatory and then down and around. Going through the Magmore Caverns actually would have been the better choice here, though. I'm going a really long way around at this point. Is it too late for me to go back, though? I would believe so, because at this point I'd have to go back through a bunch of, I'd have to go back through even more invisible rooms. That's a very effective way of dealing with those enemies. I love that 10 missiles is low missiles for me now. Before I leave, just wanted to break those barrels just in case they had any stuff in them. Can I just leave without having to deal with you guys? Yes, I can. Cool. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave without dealing with you guys, because you guys are annoying. Let's see here. I want to go this way because I want to get to that save room really quick. Yes, I would like to save. Game saved, energy fully replenished. Kind of crazy that the only thing the gravity suit... Whoa. Ah. Do not feel like dealing with you today. Kind of cool that the morph ball also changes color, though. I mean, it makes sense because the outside coloring on my game also changed, but yeah. This is such a long walk back. Because then this will take me to the Chozo Ruins, and then I have to go from the Chozo Ruins back to Talon 4 Overworld. And then from Talon 4 Overworld, I can get into the crashed frigate. One change I always forget is they changed her visor color from green to blue once you get the gravity suit. Like all of her standard green accents turn into blue accents when in the gravity suit. I don't even want to deal with you guys today, so we're just gonna... And you don't exist. This is not the way that I need to be going, I don't think. Oh, I can get back to where I need to go from here. Cool. Ah, that's dumb. Gotta wait for the fire vents to do their thing, because if you touch those fire vents, they apparently fire strong enough to push you straight into the ground. If you're not being too careful. So there's nothing stopping me from just jumping across that. Making sure that I couldn't get through that. Ah, well, after taking the time to be nice and careful through that entire room, I fell in at the last second. Just around the corner from where we need to be. Just around the... Now that I'm not slowed down by water, I can just walk through that now. Jump. Water is no longer an obstacle. I have no reason to be afraid of it. Go ahead and do the ship thing. Save. Can I do anything in here now? I can walk around in here just fine. I don't know that I can do anything new down there. Where do I need to be right now to get to the crash site? That way. Oh, then that is exactly where I need to be going, down here. My stomach itches really bad for some reason. It itches the same way a scab itches, which is like the worst kind of itch. Don't have the grappling hook yet, though, so I still can't make the fast jump through this, but I can do this now. Alright, there's a fish here. Take care of him. This'll take. I can now get into the frigate. It's just so nice being able to drop down into water knowing that nothing bad's gonna happen to me in there. Or that I'm not gonna be like stuck in the water and have to like slowly and painfully make my way out. Crabs really aren't that big of an issue. Room. Let's go ahead and do the same room really quick just to get our health and stuff back. But now we should be able to make our way through the water in this room, no issue, and get further into the frigate. Let's see here. Just looking in there. Is there any way to get in there? Like it. Oh. Any other dots that I'm missing? So we're way up there. Cool. That solves that issue. Yeah. This is back when they were still doing tests on the parasites. Where's I was gonna say, well, where's my wave beam targets then? Oh, you can see the skeleton if you do this. That's cool. That doesn't help me though. How do I get back out of here? Here we go. Sorry I'm not being, like, super talkative right now. I'm actually pretty hungry. I didn't have, like, an actual breakfast this morning. I feel like I should be allowed in there. Just on principle. I feel like that busted up hole right there I should maybe have access to. Like, it's very clear that this is a wave beam zone, so, like, yeah, they want me to use the wave beam to access some sort of whatever. Turn leftovers behind your lunchbox. Ooh. That is a good tip, Megamine. A very good tip. I think I'll have those. Whoa. Can I explore what you are? I guess I can't. Can I explore what you are with stuff on you? Yes, I can.
Recording to logbook.
Aqua sac will burst when subjected to impact or trauma. Believed to be the same family as the sap sac, this plant has similar features and will burst when exposed to force. Its protective response keeps most creatures from feeding on it. Oh, wow. I can jump quite the distance now with that. Oh shit, that's Phazon. Intense radiation detected. I just want to scan. Access to Phazon Mines East granted. Ah, this isn't going to end well for me, I don't think. I might end a little early. I'm starving and I'm not being very interesting because of it. Whoa. Phazon Mines. Secondary force field controls disabled. I have a feeling I missed the primary force field controls. Maybe not. Save station access granted. Well, with that save station, I think that might be where I go ahead and call it for the day. I'm starving, I want food, and I'm starting to get a headache, so That's a recipe for a horrible disaster if I continue to stream. So, thank you everybody who came out to today's stream. It was a really fun one. Hopefully I can figure out this emote thing so that we can actually have access to more fun emotes in the future. But in the meantime, I've been Paladinal. This has been Metroid Prime. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and as always, see you guys next time.